Welcome back, guys. This channel is, my name is Mr. A1C, and this channel is about reversing your type 2 diabetes and your A1C, or just your blood sugar in general. Before we get started, let me just go over a couple of things. This is not a medical channel. We're not giving medical advice here. I'm just a guy that has reversed my type 2 diabetes, and I'm looking to share that um, information with you guys for free. I'm not looking to sell anything. I'm not looking to get anything out of this other than help other people so you can help others as well. And we can get this going because we know there's an epidemic here around the world with diabetes based on all of the processed food that they're putting out there. So the generation before us never experienced this, but we're experiencing this. So let's just talk about it. Today's topic is going to be the secret technique to lower your blood sugar that no one really talks about. And there are a lot of different ways of doing it and things like that. So let's talk about that today. And again, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my videos or my channel with others that need help, that have type 2 diabetes or need help lowering their blood sugar or reversing their type 2 diabetes. This is not a very technical channel. We're not going to go into a lot of technical jargon and things like that. I mean, if you guys want that, I'll give you that, but that's what everyone else is doing. So I'm not doing that. I'm doing what has worked for me in terms of effectively reversing my diabetes. So, excuse me, that's my phone making that noise, but it has worked. So I know what I'm talking about. Been there, done that. And right now I'm in pretty much maintenance mode. I do the same things I've been doing before in terms of watching my blood sugar and things like that, when I eat, how I eat, all that kind of stuff, what I eat. And, there are no big no-nos in my opinion, because the thing is, reversing type 2 diabetes or reversing your A1C is a lifestyle change. It's not a, one solution solves all problems type situation. It's a lifestyle change, just like anything else. Like if you're a bodybuilder, it's a lifestyle change. If you're an athlete, it's a lifestyle change. So there are little things that add up to big changes in your life in terms of blood sugar reduction. So let's just talk about that, go into that again. So how does intermittent fasting lower your blood sugar? So intermittent fasting for people with diabetes has the potential benefits of improving your blood glucose and possibly reversing or going into a remission, that's where I'm at today. So intermittent fasting is a type of eating plan that involves limiting the time period when you eat. There are several differences or different ways of doing this. And a few of those are restricting eating times during a certain time of the day, limiting the number of calories during a fasting period, rotating between normal eating days and fasting days. I mean, I know that's a lot. So we'll go into some of that stuff towards the end. I'll tell you how I do it. That doesn't mean you have to do it that way. You can read up on it later on if you want to look at all the science behind it and everything like that. And you can figure out what works for you, because it's been trial and error for me, and I've overcome all this stuff. No one has told me what to do. I figured it all out on my own, so you don't have to. I'll share it with you. All right, so the history between intermittent fasting and diabetes is fasting for years in the Asian, Eastern culture, India, and places. A historical part of some spiritual traditions stretching back thousands of years. I mean, the Hindus practice fasting, the Muslims practice it, the Buddhists practice it. They all practice it, but their main goal was a little bit different. It wasn't for diabetes, because they weren't dealing with diabetes back then, type 2 diabetes. So more recently, it's been used as part of a healthy weight loss or as a detoxifying strategy and more. There's been some debate about whether fasting is healthy for those with diabetes or not. And everything, there's a debate. One guy says it works, another guy says, and it's always the medical profession. They keep giving you conflicting information, so that's kind of hard to decipher. I'm just giving you my information, what has worked for me, because I am no longer diagnosed as a diabetic. So a growing body of evidence does suggest that some intermittent fasting diets could benefit people with diabetes. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not surprised because that's why we're talking about it, because I've done it. So, how does intermittent fasting work, guys? Well, the primary goal of fasting for weight loss is to get insulin levels low enough so your body burns your stored fat instead of sugar like we're burning now, because the problem is the sugar is in our blood. It's not being stored because the body doesn't want to accept it. And so it's the key here is getting your body to burn fat for energy instead of burning the sugar um, normally. And that's why bodybuilders and everyone, they're all on the diabetic type diets and things like that. So here's how it works. When the body breaks down the food you eat, it ends up as molecules in your bloodstream. One such molecule is glucose, or sugar as we call it, of carbohydrates. So remember my last video, I talked about when we say sugar, we don't mean just sugar cane, or, the stuff you put in your coffee and all that stuff, your desserts. We're talking about carbohydrates as well. Some of your, your white flour, your white rice, all those kinds of things. That your body sees that as sugar when it breaks it down, and that's why you end up with diabetes. This stuff just does your body doesn't want to accept it into the cells. It's just flowing in your bloodstream, and you want to get it out of your bloodstream. That's the key, right? So if you have more blood sugar than your body can use, it stores that as fat, as we all know. So a lot of diabetics are usually a little bit overweight, and one of the first things the doctor will tell you is you need to lose weight to help your blood sugar and your numbers. So when you're not eating meals or snacks, your insulin level drops. So what that really means is, if you think about this fasting thing, during the time you're fasting, your insulin levels are dropping because your body's burning that glucose in your blood for different activities that you're doing. Hopefully not sitting around watching TV, but just your normal everyday walking around and doing things around the house or wherever you are. So when your insulin levels are low, fat cells release some of the stored fat, and it can be used as energy. That's going to give you weight loss, which is very beneficial to us as type 2 diabetics. Shown that intermittent fasting can have health benefits for people with diabetes, including weight loss and lowering your insulin requirements. So you guys with type 2 diabetes, this is something for you to consider as well. Excuse me, type 1 diabetes. This is something for you guys to consider as well. So I said we're not going to go into a lot of the science behind this, but just kind of give you a point you in the right direction. So a long-term study published in the New England Journal of Medicine shows that can lessen inflammation, lower your insulin levels, improve a wide range of illness such as asthma, arthritis, and more. It can detox your body like we talked about initially at the beginning. It helps the body rid itself of damaged cells, which may lower the risk of cancer as well. Other reported benefits of fasting also include lowering your LDL, your triglycerides, and LDL. So we know, you've got these things. You've got high blood sugar, it all ties together. You're gonna hear me. There's a little overflowing in some of the stuff that I talk about as well, because there are benefits for all aspects of the metabolic syndrome. And of course, it lowers blood pressure, which is, again, metabolic syndrome, right? So how do I deal with intermittent fasting? So I just gave you the spiel, what it is and all that good stuff, what the benefits are and things like that. I personally, I fast from 6:30 at night to 10:30 in the morning. So in other words, the only time I eat throughout the day will be between 10:30 and 6:30 at night. So I just had breakfast a little while ago. It was, a little late for today, but it's fine. So I try to get in all my calories. I also track my calories and stuff like that too, but that's a whole nother discussion for another video. We'll go to that as well. But this is something you can consider, and the results I've spectacular. I'm not starving myself. I'm going to eat 1,000 calories a day kind of thing. It's not. It's all common sense. Everything that I do, and it's a lifestyle change. So you get used to it. It's not something you do one day and you say, well, I don't like this. I'm not going to do it. You just give it a shot and see what you can do. And all the little things that I'm giving you are going to add up to give you results. Like I have results. I'm you know, I don't know how to put it. I'm proof to you that the information I'm giving you works. I don't like look this stuff up and do all this stuff. I probably look it up a little bit so I can explain it better to you guys because I'm used to doing it myself. But I'm not always explaining it to other people, helping other people. So, but I always give you my take on it and what my feelings are, and of course, it's based on my opinion. Any information I give you in terms of any lifestyle change, such as intermittent fasting, you might want to talk to your doctor about that as well. And you know your doctor, your NP, your DO, or your PA. I mean, they all better versed than others, but this is not medical advice. This is just me telling you what has worked for me and giving you a little background. That's my intermittent fasting, guys. And again, you can't eat all the crap that you think you know because I'm intermittent fasting. I can eat Snickers bars and I can have some potato chips and I can have. You can't do that, guys. I mean, you got to be on the right track. It's all synergy, meaning it all has to work together. All the small little slices of the pie work together to give you the entire pie and the results that you're looking for. So if you're looking for results, this is not a quick fix. If you're looking for a quick fix, this is not the channel to be on. You might want to go somewhere else where someone's promising you all this crazy stuff. I'm not. I'm giving you the real deal, what actually works, because I've done it. And my doctor has told me that I am no longer diagnosed as a diabetic. So please share, subscribe, like the video, tell your friends about it. You know, if you're on groups and places like that, share it with them. Let them know, you know, there's someone out there like you that has done this. That you guys, not looking to make anything. I just want to do the right thing and share it with you guys. So that's it for me today. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.